first? Can I? Did...
Problem.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Jax, stop the stream. Just fucking roll it back. Are you guys for real?
Hello, BCS. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to another match from the MLS Cup. I'm the Egg here, and I am commentating with Dr. Kong.
Hello. This is Dr. Kong. It is a pleasure to be here with my first ever duo with I am the Egg, the icon, the myth, the legend. And yes, and we have Orlando City versus Inter Miami with us. Inter Miami previously having played 2 games, having won both, and then Orlando having playing also 1 game before, and also winning that match. So we got two packed teams going at each other here.
As it turns out, though, Miami seems to have one player missing currently.
And the game has started. Nozier goes for shot, and already that must have been one of the quickest goals of the game of any game I've ever seen, actually.
Goodness. Seems like even with one player down, they're still incredibly strong.
Well, that's very brutal because they only have 4 players, and Nozier already just scored. So I mean, good for them. They're heated, they're fiery, you know, they're ready to punch to the ground for this thing.
They are.
Yeah, we got them.
Hot and steamy, hot and ready.
Perfect. All right, so we got some back and forth going on here. To point out to the record, so previously Orlando had played against Cincinnati, winning 10-3, and then Miami's last
Razors getting in.
Miami had also previously played Cincinnati and won 10-5, and Miami has played ATX and won 7-4. So both teams have a lot at stake here. Both teams are carrying through the tournament so far. And I'm very curious to see how this one goes, because honestly, I could lean either way. How about you, Egg?
In my opinion, I think Miami actually has a decent shot at winning here, despite being down 1 player. Their player roster, in my opinion, is one of the most solid of the entire cup.
Do we know the missing player? I haven't checked the roster. I could check.
I don't remember. I think it'd be nice if you checked.
Yes. But this is very fascinating because I don't remember the last time I've ever seen a 4v5 game and just straight from the beginning, they're like, let's do this. Because I mean, Miami had the option to cancel or to reschedule. So it's very interesting, and it's a sign of their confidence that they would go through with this. But I mean, not that Orlando would object. But
Oh my
Yui,
God!
Yui, another shot,
and gets another shot in. My goodness!
That's incredible.
Orlando making some big mistakes on the defense side.
Orlando absolutely has to be feeling the heat because there's no way already less than 3 minutes in they're losing 0-2 in a 5-4 player set. That goes to also show the strength of Uicrest and Ozero. Both more of this playing, still sticking to the striker position, while Stealthy Jenna, a very formidable player, very iconic player, going back and forth between midfielder and defense, which is, of course, is a smart play on a close shot.
That was a close one.
Should we talk about Cairo a bit, because he's always been one of my more favorited goalies, but he seems to not, so far at least, not be at the height of his game right now.
I don't think he was expecting to be blitzed so hard. I think that's what happened, because if you call it, they're down one player, so you wouldn't expect him to get in so easily and shoot so early. They're probably a little rattled from that.
I guess that also moves us to their defense player right now, which is Hit. And Hit's always a player's like, I think he should get more play time. He's always someone typically secluded to the benches. Oh my gosh!
With the thread.
Oh, what a sneak! All right. That's insane. 4-5. Miami versus Orlando. Less than 5 minutes. Miami winning 3-0 with 4 players. Honestly, I have to see if they're going to put someone in for Hit. I've rooted for Hit in the past as a defender and as a midfielder, but he is not delivering already so far. I'm not sure if this is a circumstance of the game or just throughout the tournament. And like I've always said, for these games, it's not so much, exact team composition, but it's how much practice you put into it. Oh, and there goes Kyra, just letting go of the ball. But it's about the individual player, but also about the captains of the teams and how they want the players to play. It's all about structuring. Right. I mean, you can have the greatest players in the world on your team, but if they don't get along, if they don't pass, etc., it's not going to go their way. So the bond that I'm seeing between Uicrest and Ozero and Stealthy Jenna right now is absolutely an incredible triangle. And already,
Uicrest is carrying so much weight here. I mean, this is crazy.
Orlando absolutely is getting destroyed right now. I don't know. I think Orlando should call a timeout and take some time to rethink what they're doing. But this is not going to go their way.
How much a decent player comp can really help your team out. If everybody is able to gel with each other well and they're all able to rely on each other, then you can get some crazy plays.
It is inherent that if you have a solid team, even a 4-player team of decent players who get along super well, that composition will overcome a 5-player team of amazing players who aren't getting along well. It always comes down to strategy, to team coordination, and to practice. So I always love talking about and identifying different play styles teams will use and how it changes over time, as if they lose or win, or how they go team to team.
It also helps when the entire team is absolutely baller.
That
manages to get 4 goals with 1 player down.
But even that circumstance, it's like, if you ride that high of adrenaline of we have 4 goals now, maybe the second half they'll get very diluted and the other team will make a comeback. We've seen major comeback.
And never let your guard down, ever.
Absolutely.
It's never over until that timer stops and the game is really done.
Look, if you ride the high train too high, you're going to come crashing farther than ever before, So you got to keep it stable, you got to keep it coordinated, and that's where practice comes in, and stability. you know. But Orlando already is going to have to make a sudden shift in their play style if they want any chance at coming out on top of this game. Because again, both of these teams are winning teams, and I know Miami has played one more game than Orlando, but either of these teams, whoever loses, that will be their first loss, and they will have to, you know, make changes going forward. And sometimes teams don't, sometimes they do. But yeah, I guess we're starting again on it. But Sokol is also, you know, a new player, of course, but a bit of an underrated goalie. I think Sokol at the higher tier of their game could be a really amazing goalie and a really aware one.
Right. Sokol, while he isn't as old, old as the other players, he hasn't played for as long. He is very good at several different positions. He's kind of like a jack of all trades, kind of.
Oh, for sure. They've been testing him out. You know, he's very dynamic, putting him in different positions. But I think goalie is like maybe the top position where he belongs. I mean, he can shoot some goals for sure, but I think he's really good at goalie. I mean, it has proven so far in the game. But what's also interesting to me right now is Yui Kress so close to the goal. He just before he had 4 players on him just trying to get the ball from him. This is actually like this could be #1 star behavior right now, because I've never seen, or just in a while to my perception, Yui Kress like at this high level of game, just like, because usually Yui Kress has to, you know, pass to someone or like have a duo, but he's really powering through right now. You know.
Double misses a pass from Cairo, and the ball goes back to Miami possession.
I think of like on past team Swamp Army, or no Swamp Army, just like Yui Kress and Sono, and like sometimes that wouldn't perfectly gel out just because of, you know, dynamics. But Yui Kress and O0 is going really hard right now, and seeing Yui Kress carry this on a 4-person team is flat out incredible.
It also helps that Jenna is supporting them as well. She's an incredible support. Let me tell you.
Really, like Miami, I love this whole team. I love every player on this team. You know, they're at their peak, they're like unstoppable if they play each other. And you know, that goes to show the, you know, team coordination and captain strategizing and how much people put into the team. At least Orlando has like somewhat stopped the bleeding. I mean, we're less than 8 minutes, but we'll see what happens. But they're not any closer to shooting a goal right now. We got to pass the Fire Demon. Stealthy Jenna trying to steal. And again, the options, they're staying too crunched up, Orlando, to each other.
They're bunching up. Razor should probably get a little bit further into the box, go to the right side a little more. I think he needs to find a few extra openings. If he does, then that'll help him out a lot. And also, I think Orlando is suffering from some communication issues, as it seems to be. It's happened before. If your team ever gets rattled by the opposition, it's easy to get tunnel vision and lose sight of what you actually need to do.
For sure, and we have Cairo with the ball. So the Orlando defense is rebounding just a little bit. Fluid right over Hit. Cairo is making just some messy passes here as well.
Right.
Hit has got a little bit better of a lockdown right now, but
if Fire Demon can get that shot in, that was a good pass. Oh, there
we go.
And it led to Tummel getting a goal on Miami.
First goal for Orlando, finally. Maybe this is the comeback we've been talking about. You know, maybe we'll see how things go from here. Anything is possible in these games. It is currently 1-4. Still 9 minutes so far on the clock.
Fire Demon managing to get a pinch on Yui Kreis, but that leads to Jenna going up with the ball.
Should we turn our attention to Razor? Because Razor in the last game was absolutely a storm.
Yeah.
You know, he's an incredible defender, but like him being able to score that many goals was really just a sight that I had not seen, or I thought was initially possible in that moment. But he absolutely went insane. So I wonder if, you know, maybe he's charging up right now. Maybe in the second half he'll go berserks, or maybe, you know, again, sometimes captains just tell players to, you know, to try something else or to pair down. You know, so we'll see how things change. It's hard to know. But no zero
Razor can
absolutely
be
holding
an
on to that ball.
unexpected upsetter if you
Yes.
let him be. Give him the chance.
Absolutely, and that's why it's always interesting. That's why I love interviews as well, because you get to ask the captains like, what did they change? How did they tell the players to play? What are the players' thoughts? What did they do? So that gives us more context, for commentary as well.
Right.
But again, the triangle of No Zero, Unicrest, and Jenna, that's like they don't even need a fifth player here. But
Right.
and again, I want to keep reiterating.
Oh, wait. Razor's going up into the box. If Razor can catch this, never mind. Sokol intercepts the pass, and ball position goes back to Miami.
And I can't even remember the last time someone won a 4v5 game and the winner was the 4-player team. I don't know if it's ever been done before, maybe a very long time ago, but this would be, the first one in a very long while.
Unicrest is inside the eye of the storm right now. The entire Orlando team is surrounding him like a pack of hornets. And somehow, even with all of them combined, all of their strength, it takes like 5 seconds to actually get the ball from him.
They're like that scene from Fast and Furious 9 where like Dominic needs like 100 people to hold him down to like stop him from like toppling a building. That's what this is right now, literally. Unicrest is Dominic Toretto. Anything is possible.
Oh my god.
That was a good catch from Hit right there. That was a good block from Hit, so kudos to Hit. The Orlando has stopped, for nearly, like 8-7 minutes of the bleeding and all the goals. So they've cleaned that up a little bit. But
Razor was cooking. He was going to shoot into the goal.
Razor was cooking.
Trying to get a pass on Sokol, but unfortunately he's just sort of right over the ball, Charlie Brown style.
But it is absolutely insane that No Zero. Oh, 2-pack right there.
Damn.
But we're commentating this as if it's a 5v5, but I just keep having to reiterating that this is a 4v5 and it's playing like a 5v5 right now. And that's absolutely insane. Kudos to Miami. That's truly impact. And and this seemed to be like a last-minute thing. I don't think they planned for this. So them being able to just wing it or pull a hat trick, is wonderful. It's beautiful.
Right. All right.
I've just never seen like this incredible of a game from Unicrest by himself right now.
Oh my god!
And with that being said, another goal. I don't know if Orlando really has to take the time and pull back right now. Maybe they got to get another defender next to Hit or put. Who do they have on bench? On bench they have Monaco. They have Drop.
Actually, wait, they do have Monaco.
Why are they not?
Monaco and or Drop.
Yeah. I love Hit. I'm glad Hit's getting some play time for the first time in a long time. But Monaco also, famously has been sat on the bench quite a bit. Things are not going their way right now. Put Monaco in. Monaco. Yeah, Monaco can be a lovely defender, and maybe that would be more suited to how Miami's playing right now, because sometimes you can have two really good players, but they have different play styles that are suited to different teams, So we do got a header out right now. We're going to have a throw in. Okay, Razor again. 2 people on Razor, and Razor is still able to get that back to their team.
What I'm seeing here is that Orlando is having difficulties finding openings and getting those passes in.
Yeah, you can just see they're very frantic right now. Like just the Razor pass back over Hit. It's like they're getting very desperate. And the match is almost over. We are almost at 15 minutes, 5-1. But it's honestly insane kudos, even if they were losing, and encourage to Miami for playing 4v5. That's really wonderful. Okay. They have a chance right now. Fire Demon running down.
Going up. If you can get a pass
the tumble,
maybe this can work.
Pass the tumble, and again, Fire holds it. This is really a bit of the fatal curse.
Too greedy.
And that's basically one of the things I've seen with Unicrest before. Sometimes they hold on the ball too long, and and doesn't help them ultimately. You just gotta pass at the right moments. But Uecrest is absolutely holding on to the
He
ball.
gets a blitz on Orlando. Can he make this shot?
Going
Can he make it
insane
work?
right now. Oh,
No,
close.
Razor intercepts it, saving Cairo from another goal. Oh my god!
Oh my!
no!
Shenna!
Shenna with the diamond box.
I gotta
my
say,
god.
if this game stays the same way, Miami's getting all the stars. You know,
That is
the
nuts.
triangle right there is beyond insane. Like, you know, Egg, if you were in this game right now, you'd be scoring like freaking crazy. I guarantee. I guarantee.
Don't give me too much credit. Trust me.
I'm telling you, this would have been an iconic Egg game right here.
Maybe. Maybe.
We'll never know, but, you know, we're seeing history play out right now.
Oh, wait.
Fire Demon with the
getting.
shot.
Oh,
and
no.
misses the
The ball
ball.
bounced on his hitbox and went behind, and that's
What a
so
choke.
unfortunate.
Choke after choke. We are at 16 minutes. It's, you know,
That was
gonna
the
be
game choking right there, in my opinion.
time on dead. Uecrest could shoot it out right now. Oh,
Fire Demon gets the ball. Can he get this diamond?
pass the tumble, pass the tumble. Oh, and again, that's like third time now Tumble has been open and Fire Demon doesn't go for it. Oh. Yeah. It's interesting because again, we see that across many teams throughout histories. You know, sometimes the two-striker duos don't work out, you know, because they don't want to pass to each other. And that's a little what I'd seen from Uecrest before, but Uecrest is like pulled the 180 and is just like fired up right now. It's just completely going for it, and it's a sight to watch.
I smell a storm cooking here. Hold on.
I don't know. I feel like after this, with Orlando, we're going to be saying, who let them cook?
He's getting in the box. Orlando is struggling to keep that ball out. Maybe Razor can.
I mean,
snatch the ball
honestly,
up. Tumble gets the ball from Jenna.
even if Orlando loses this at a lower goal difference in other games, it would be the most devastating loss by far, because it's 4v5.
It would be. It would be very unfortunate and a little bit embarrassing too. But
that would be the equivalent
I have faith
of
in
like
Orlando.
yeah.
I always believe in the underdogs.
Look, of course, we always have faith. But right now, both these teams in their history are both winning teams. You know. So, but right now, this is absolutely blowout, and this is the end of the first half. Dumbat, the referee, has blown the whistle. 16 minutes, 7-1. Miami with 4 players against Orlando with 5 players. It's honestly incredible. Orlando has not made more goals. That goes to show the defensive and coordination efforts of Miami. Absolutely kudos to them for the millionth time on playing this game, of having the courage to play this game with 4 players, and the absurd confidence, but also just to perform as well as they are. We'll see what happens in the second half.
All right, this is the part where Orlando gets 6 goals on Miami in a straight row. This is the comeback part.
I mean, this is the equivalent of, 1-7. This is basically 1-14 right now because of 4 players. That's basically, double the equivalent. Because
my advice is swap one of their players out for another, and Monaco seems like the best option here.
Or hell, at this point, if you're straight up losing this bad, put in Drop to Tree. Let them get some playtime. Why not? Give everyone some playtime. But yeah, I think if they want to make the strongest effort, Monaco, of course. But I haven't seen Drop to Tree play in such a long time because usually they're on the bench. But if things really aren't
going well, they're chanting for Mona to come onto the field. They're chanting.
Imagine if right now a 5th player showed up for Miami. Imagine that. Like, how brutal would that be?
Yeah.
I really do hope they put Monaco in. I'm absolutely rooting for. Oh, they got perfect. I want to say thank you to Hit for playing, of course. I'm glad they did put in Hit though, because Hit deserves playtime, but so does Monaco. So let's hope Monaco. We'll see what.
Sickest hairdos I've ever seen. Look at that.
Yeah, let's look at the audience for a moment. Let's see who we got in the crowd.
We got
Naroblo.
We got the meat.
The meat, the cheese, meat and cheese.
Sable. I haven't seen that guy in a while.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. They're in attendance here. He's right on top of Naroblo's head. But cool,
Goomba
we got
style.
some members in the Goomba style. Maybe they'll get such a high Goomba, one of them will end up on the field and just start playing. You know, then it'll be 5v5.
Miami's doing one-ups on Orlando.
Absolutely. Again, someone's gonna have to pull up the record for me. I don't know. The last time there was a 4v5 game where the 4-player team won as well. But Miami is set to win this match unless something absolutely catastrophic changes, and maybe that devastating atom bomb will be Monaco. Monaco is a very lovely player. And they're gonna have Monaco in defense, and that's Monaco usually switches between defense and midfielder.
Right. He's good at cycling back and forth, and he's a very scary defense player if you don't know what you're doing.
But here's the thing: if they put Razor on defense, it's very unlikely they'll keep getting scored on, or at least not as much.
But if they don't have Razor up, then they're not gonna have as much firepower to get those goals. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
But that's a bit of an indictment that you're going to be relying on Razor as your midfielder, who is a defensive player, as your main goal striker here. Because Fire Demon is built up as a very formidable striker. Tumbleweed has an interesting history. Most recently, their streak has been a lot of fourth-place teams. Tumbleweed, I feel like, is someone more of just like an aid to the main striker. In this case, that main striker is Fire Demon, but they're not really gelling. And Fire Demon's not really passing I can't blame Tumbleweed because Fire Demon's not passing to them at the key moments
what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of supports and midfielders, but there's not enough cannons, so to speak. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe Fire Demon can be the cannon. No, he turned back and lost the ball.
Yeah, and again, you can have all really strong players on one team, but if they're not gelling with each other, if they're not having the right strategy with each other, if they don't trust in each other, it's not going to work out. This is how you end up with these horrible...
is essential for a good team.
This is how you get these horrible blowout games, because there's no reason Orlando should have only scored one goal against a four-player team. And look at Sokol already, just like...
My goodness.
Wow.
Not the best play from Razor. You shouldn't likely never shoot from outside the box into the goal.
But here's the funny thing. Just 1 week ago today, Orlando played Cincinnati and won 10-3. 10-3.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, is this an indictment of Cincinnati or is this an indictment of Orlando? I don't know. To be honest. Because this is insane right now. Or is Miami just like the greatest team of all time? Just wow. It's just wow.
I mean, oh no, faulty pass from Razor. He shot too hard. That would have been a sick pass though. Tumble could have probably gotten in. And
now here's my question to you. During the halftime when they put Monaco in, do you think they've set for like a straight strategy? Or do you think they were just like, okay, do whatever?
No, they're definitely winging it. They're definitely winging it.
Yeah, I mean, you could always...
This is a team that definitely looks like they're winging it.
Yeah,
I've seen teams like this before, and I've gone through the same hell.
Yeah, I love... No, as someone myself who is like always on the bench, I get to watch teams all the time and study the changes and what they do and how they play. So I always love deconstructing not so much the players but also just like the strategizing, and what changes, what doesn't change. And it seems like Orlando is really sticking to not much of anything right now.
Orlando's having a tough time catching Nozier, who's slipping right by them.
Because I do feel like if they wanted something more reliable, they would put Razor on defense. And maybe Razor's requesting to be up. I don't know that. That's something we'd have to find out in interviews, whether it's a captain or player, decision or what's going on right now. But again, this is 4v5. Miami is a tremendous performance. Tremendous performance.
Ooh, that would have been a sick dime from Razor. Unfortunately, neither Fire Demon nor Tumble managed to catch it in time.
Wow, man. Okay, we got Sokol shooting, and again, Yui, Chris, and Ozira are just always in the right place.
Right.
But you know what's even like more brutalizing?
What is it, Con?
This whole game, Orlando hasn't even like shot the ball anywhere near the net on Miami, anywhere, and it's a 4-5
Oh
game.
wait, Caro's out of net. What is he doing? Oh no!
At this
Caro playing the
point,
most risky strat
my
ever,
God,
and he still manages to catch the ball.
that
He is
that
nuts.
looked a little in, but it was called as a save. It was called as a save. So
Macadamias.
Miami's not even gonna challenge it. They're like, you know what, we're already winning. We'll keep going.
I mean, the game didn't say it happened, so that has to
Yeah,
be true.
absolutely. Is anything even real?
Nope.
There's
Nothing is
exactly
real.
nothing is real. At this point, Orlando should take one of their own players out and make it a 4v4.
Make it fair,
Make it fair. Maybe they'll get better. Who knows? You know, honestly, at this point, shake things up. Get Cairo on the field. Put Tumbleweed in net.
Maybe I could play hell.
Yeah, get the commentators in there. Why not? Yui Crest literally just dribbling it around Monaco. Like, this is not something that would happen with Razor. And Tumbleweed is able to steal. But this is going to be a very damning indictment of Fire Demon and Tumble. The fact that they've not been able to make any shots, really,
I think
near the goal.
they're decent. It's just that they don't have good chemistry with one another, from what I'm seeing.
Don't get me wrong. They can be, good cogs in a wheel. It's just Tumbleweed is more of a support player as a striker. And
They're
Fire
all
Demon,
more supportive players, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Razor's more offensive, but oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Cairo didn't catch that. He shot it back, and you never want to do that.
I don't think he tried to shoot it back.
It's always a little.
To catch it and accidentally caught it. It was so fast that his gloves couldn't even register it.
Oh yeah, most of the times it's unintentional, but it's just you just gotta try to avoid it as much as possible.
All right. Fire Demon letting Monaco get in. Jenna catching his shot in box, though. And so they're going to be sent all the way back to their box with Yui Kreese in tow. This is very scary. Kong, please hold me.
Egg, get over here.
I need my 10-foot pole sandwich right now, man.
I'm gonna have to take so much ibuprofen and Advil after this. I just really cannot believe what I'm seeing.
My eyes are dilated. My hair is crazy. This game, Miami played so hard.
My hair is like rapidly turning gray right now. It's like
Miami is going so fast that it's causing us to rapidly age. It's like a black hole.
I can't even speak anymore. I'm gonna have to have you take over, Egg. I gotta like take a breather.
Time dilation is occurring as we speak.
Who here on the field do you think is the player with the most promise?
Most promise. Let's see. Honestly, in my opinion, that would go to Razor. If, he's been getting really good at catching passes, and I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a mid or a striker. I feel like he's more of a striker, from what I'm getting at. And I think he's improving real well. It's just that he needs a team to support him a little more. But I think that Orlando is actually cooking something up right now. Let's see what Fire Demon can do. Never mind. Never mind. So Cole is going to Orlando's net. He is thirsty for that goal.
It's hard to watch. I mean, how much? We're already at 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes right now.
Is it getting spicy?
Absolutely spicy. Still, for those watching, 8-1. Miami against Orlando right now. Miami with 4 players. Absolutely insane
Oh,
behavior.
oh, oh boy.
Oh,
If
man.
they get a 10-1 with a team that's down one player, I don't know, man. That's just, ooh boy.
Yeah. This is... And I mean, and not much is changing with Monaco. I mean, they've stopped, the
Wait,
bleeding a little
wait.
bit, but
Oh no! Oh,
wow.
that was a crazy dime lighter that happened right there. It was almost so
Yeah.
good.
That was a very good block from Sokol. But it's like, why do they keep aiming at Sokol?
I think it's just that they have no other options. I think their defense. I think Miami's defense is just that good, even with 3 players. It's that crazy, man.
Well, Tumble is doing like what I often do is like he's open on the side with like a clear side shot, but Fire Demon is just not passing. And then most of the time they're just not really setting up the position right now. And
Orlando swarming the ball. A dog pile happening right now. Yui Kreese comes out victorious, as per usual.
Like if you were watching this team for the first time, it would seem like all these players are new. Like
Kong, my man.
It's just hard to fathom this level of gameplay
Don't
from
do it
these
to
people.
him, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Look, I
Oh
said
my
that,
God.
and
Excuse my language.
they got scored on again.
Oh,
It's
fudge.
like Tumble is just kind of like standing around the middle of the field. It's like, why? And I mean, and that also is like not fully Tumble. It's also part on the captain, to tell the players to, get a move on.
Tumble is very easily tilted, so that's one of his biggest flaws.
Sometimes he gets a little tumbled, Sometimes
everybody gets tumbled.
Yeah. Sometimes the egg gets a little scrambled.
Yeah.
yeah.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah, it's a natural part of humanity.
But despite how scrambled or tumbled you get, you still gotta be in there and support.
Yeah, you gotta
be open-minded and take a few deep breaths here and there and regain.
Basically, and it's basically a 4v4 right now with the way they're playing.
Oh no! Hold
I
on.
just don't
No
understand how you get like
get into their box.
oh no, Zero! Oh my God! Double-digit game!
Oh, he barely missed the net.
Right
dude.
over.
So close though. Good performance from No Zero.
I'm absolutely speechless. If No Zero made that goal, I would have like rage quit. Honestly, this commentary, I would have left the game, shut down my computer.
It's still commendable that he managed to see a situation and pick the best possible option, which was to go past everybody.
This is like skyrocket. Like No Zero is already great. Like obviously great player, but just like such a skyrocket of a performance as well. Like anyone on this team in this position right now playing.
Oh,
literally.
No Zero politely tries giving the ball to Yui Kreese, and it gets intercepted by Fire Demon, the rude bastard.
They're fighting back and forth right now.
Clearly, he knows no etiquette. His teacups are dirty. Oh no!
Oh my God!
Stealthy Jen is slamming a table over Tumbleweed's head. He's doing pro wrestling moves.
Yui Krus is gonna have like the biggest like credibility after this, man. Like they're gonna start having their feet on their desk, while playing games.
I mean, this is why I said that I think that Miami is probably the strongest team in the cup right now.
Oh, I mean, this is about to make that objectively true.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love the Sokol dude. He's such a troll from Trunks. I agree. He is a troll.
We are at 13 minutes. 13 minutes. I hope Miami can make this a double-digit game.
If
You
they
know,
can, I
it basically
am
already
going to
is.
love it.
It basically it's 9-1 right now. It's basically the equivalent of 18-1 because it's a
But imagine
4v5.
if they get a 112.
A
That would be
112.
nuts.
We're gonna have to put it at the top of the history book. First page: Miami versus Orlando, 4v5.
Oh wait, Uecrease getting a nice catch in. Where's their defense? What happened? Cairo is nuts. He manages to get it anyways, and he gets another shot in while he's still rattled. He is nuts.
You know, my
He's
favorite thing, one of my favorite things so
baboons.
far, is that like Sokol is basically just kind of trolling at this point. Like, and it's
Cairo
so
with the big save to keep the deficit at 8 goals.
it's
From
so
Cheese
funny at this
Master.
point. Like, why is Tumbles getting so close to the other players? You know, it's just
Oh no. Oh,
we have
Humble. Look
my
at him.
God.
He's defeated. Come on, Tumble. Get in there. Get in there.
You know what's actually super funny? This game would probably be much closer if it was 5v5.
Really now? What makes you say that?
I don't know. I feel like I don't want to ruin
Well,
the
then that
dynamic.
could make
I wouldn't-
it even worse.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to like ruin the dynamic between No Zero, Jenna, and Uecrest right now. It's just unstoppable. Did you guys hear the audience chanting "Kong, Kong, Kong" right now? I kind of felt like that.
Kong.
It really did feel like that.
Kong. Yeah.
We got Sokol with the ball. Tumbleweed just standing there menacingly. I gotta say this.
Catching that ball.
You know, props to Monaco, because if they were only going off the second half of the game, it would only be 2-0 right now. You know.
0-0 with a really scary shot in net, but Kara manages to catch it again.
But because we have to count both halves of the game, it is unfortunately 9-1. You know.
Wait.
And we have.
Hold on. They're cooking.
Oh
no, Jenna with the block.
That beautiful work from Jenna.
Jenna is just a wall right now. She is just unstoppable.
And
she's like the wall from Spider-Man.
The wall from Spider-Man. You've heard it here first, folks. This is
literally. She's literally like that.
And it's gonna be until time
Wait,
on dead.
Hold on.
But it's over for Orlando. Miami has officially won.
If Miami gets this, man, I'm just gonna be gobsmacked,
I will cry,
dude.
I will cry. I will cry tears, honestly.
Oh. Hold
on. Are they gonna shoot it out? Oh, are they cooking? No, they're not.
Can they get one more goal? No Zero somehow gets in front of Razor again.
And Razor has suicided on the middle of the field.
He has killed himself midfield, folks. We saw it right there, man.
Right, we have the footage in 4K. Player suicide on Orlando, first time in BCS history.
Crazy.
4K. 4K, 3D, 60 frames per second, HDR. You've seen it here, folks. Oh my God, they're still going at it. They're still going at it. Will Fire Demon just shoot it? Nope. Does anyone want to shoot the ball out? Miami's just trolling.
No. This is a really bad situation. I'm feeling
absolutely brutal. Brutal.
And Orlando get one more goal to make this turn this game from a 1-9 deficit to a 2-9 deficit.
Egg, hear me out. Here's how Orlando can still win.
Oh, what? Uecrease is nuts. How did he even do that, man? Oh no.
You know, at this point, we gotta turn Yui into we gotta get a statue. Like
a monument for this
middle
man.
of the field, Uecrest monument. You know what Orlando needs right now? They need Ubix with a gun. They need Ubix with a gun on the field. You know, and
these plays are making me salivate, man. This is nuts. Oh
my God, Razor. I didn't think lows were this
That is-
possible.
Oh my god.
And the game's end. Orlando
Oh
couldn't
my
even
God.
deliver one final goal. They've only made one
They-
goal the whole. No goal. With the no goal on the screen. Even the game is
I'm just gonna
tired of
say right here,
Orlando.
That's fucking embarrassing, man. I don't want to be rude, but
None of anything said here today is offense against Orlando, but wow, that was embarrassing.
oh, that last goal got me rolling on the floor, man. Oh my god.
Here in the commentators booth, we are dying, crying.
Please give
Yeah.
me CPR. I'm dying.
Man,
need medical assistance.
I
I'm
would
getting
have-
a heart attack.
Yes. Egg and I will be on our way to the hospital after this 9-1 game of Miami against Orlando. 4 to 5 players. Major
Hey, guys.
kudos
The
to
ghost
Miami.
egg here.
The ghost
I'm here
egg.
to say that this was a great game from both teams, and I'm ready to see more crazy plays in the future. Thank you.
I mean, I do want to give, some kudos as well to Orlando for playing the game. I mean, they had 5 players. It was favored their way.
right.
But we gotta give them something, I guess.
Right.
Right. Thanks for putting Monaco in hit. We love to see that. I like when people get playtime.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening in. This has been a wonderful time. Thank you, Egg, for joining me. I will commentate
Thank
you
you,
whenever.
Tom.
You are beautiful. We love
Oh.
you. And
Gosh.
you are.
Thank you.
We're gonna revive you and bring you back to life. So this has been 9-1 Miami versus Orlando. Orlando has some deep soul searching to do. They just lost the
Right.
5 against 4 player match. Egg, I'll let you have the final thoughts.
This was a really surprising match. I was not expecting Miami to, do this well against Orlando with a single player down. I mean, even games like these are typically really one-sided against against the team that only have 4 players, but
yeah,
this team is so strong that even having basically an arm cut off, an arm and a leg gone, they still managed to crush it.
But yeah,
So, amazing performance from Miami, and
apologies to Orlando. They lost by basically 300 goals. So thank you all for joining in.
that
it has
was
been a
the
pleasure.
egg and the Kong.
Yep, yes sir, and we'll see you next time for Blockland Soccer BCS. Thank you for joining.